I do particularly love a good Vinegar Syndrome box set. I was happy to pick up Homegrown Horrors 2. I loved part 1. I seem to have been one of the few people that loved every film in that set, even Final Exam, which was particularly, I thought, great. Beyond Dream's Door was pretty fantastic as well. And you know, these ones I know nothing about yet again. I'm happy to throw them on, starting with the first one in the set, Moonstalker, one that was kind of leaked or told about a while ago, one that I'd never heard of, a kind of slasher movie from 1989 that was, yeah, a little bit different to most slashers in the form that it kept changing cast members all the way through it. So you kind of start off with a party, you see a hooded figure kill everybody.
Give me one of them beers!
And then we kind of jump to a family in an RV. They've got this camp that they're camping at, surprisingly. There is a teenage son and daughter and the parents. And do you know, I kind of like this family unit. They were super fun. And when this old guy pulls in with his camper van as well, they kind of start chit-chatting with him, talking to him, and I was wondering, where the hell is this thing gonna go?
Bernie used to sit on that rock over there. Deer would come right up, eat out of his hand.
And this old man's always talking about his son Bernie. He's always relating stories back to Bernie. He took Bernie fishing when he was younger. Bernie and I used to camp out in the woods, talking, but we never see this son. We don't know what's happened to him now until the old man gets in the back of his caravan, and there is Bernie, wearing a straitjacket and a crazy kind of hood. He seems deranged. Incredibly deranged. It has a feeling a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with the relationship of with Leatherface and almost Chop Top, kind of that kind of feeling, very slightly there. And from there on, we pretty much have this character Bernie going on a rampage and killing lots of people. And it keeps moving from the groups of people he's killing until we kind of settle on a campground. Counsellors are there to learn how to become counsellors.
This is the Wilderness Counselor's certificate. The reason you're all here.
Of course, our killer pretty early on stumbles across one of the people, kills them, and assumes their identity, getting rid of his fancy straitjacket and mask and pretending to be one of the counsellors. Only he's just pretty much going to kill everybody there, and it's just, when are they going to realise that somebody is killing them all? And will they get away? Will they stop the bad guy? It is incredibly fun. I liked Moonstalker a lot. I thought the constant changing of groups of people kept it fresh, kept me wondering who was going to be the lead character, who was going to be the final girl, which is something you can usually spot early on. This one was a little bit more trickier, because every time I thought we had it, we'd move on to someone else after a bloody death.
The kids, I can't tell you how.
Well, I'll go out and meet her when she comes. Well, I'll go out and meet her.
The kills are frequent in this one, and the look of the killer is particularly good, even at the start with the straitjacket and the mask, or later on with the mirrored sunglasses and the cowboy hat, the check shirt. It's just a fun appearance, and there is plenty of deaths to go here. I like the kind of locales that it has. You know, something to do with woods, something to do with campers or with counsellors is always fun. They take off many of them. They have lots of bloody deaths, people being chopped up, stabbed, caught in the act, and brutally murdered by our killer Bernie. Moonstalker was a little bit rough around the edges, but not so much that it was going to ruin it, just that it made you feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unsure of what was going to happen next. So this is the disc for Moonstalker. We're going to go to the audio setup. Here we have the original mono soundtrack with English subtitles. We have the commentary with cast and crew, and we have the commentary with The Hysteria Continues. We go into the extras. This is Camper Stamper Lives, Resurrecting Moonstalker, a making of documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew. It's 1 hour 35 minutes long. It has a lot of people talking about the movie. There's some behind the scenes footage from when it was made. There are some clips of other movies as well, just to help emphasise certain points. It's super fun and engaging, a great addition to the film, and even better is Camper Stamper Caper, an archival making of documentary, one made at the time the film was made. So you have these two opposing documentaries, kind of both showing their love for the movie in various ways. Of course, we have the still gallery as well, and that is it for the disc of Moonstalker. I was quite happy to spend time watching Moonstalker. It was a joy to watch, and already made me excited to move on to the other movies in this set to see what they have to offer. I can't wait to dig into Dead Girls next, which will be the second review from this box set. I would love to know if you picked up Homegrown Horrors 2, if you've watched the movies, what you thought of Moonstalker. Did you think it was great, bad, somewhere in the middle, an average slasher? I would say above average for this one. When you're down there, don't forget to leave a comment, hit a thumbs up, that helps as well. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.